Good morning, children. Welcome to this session of mine where I'll be teaching and explaining you the chapter Goa, a tourist paradise. Traveling to new places is always exciting, informative, and educative. And if it's Goa, then it's heaven on earth. Goa is the smallest state of India. It is located on the western coast of Indian Peninsula along the Arabian Sea. Children, a peninsula means a piece of land surrounded by water on only three sides. India is a peninsular country as it is surrounded by Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east, and Indian Ocean in the south. This story revolves around Manohar, Kalyani, Sharath, and Anandi. They had been planning to visit Goa since 2 years, and finally the day had come. Goa has an alarming scenic beauty. It is one of the top holiday destinations for the tourists. From shopping to eating local cuisines to water sports galore, Goa is well known for a lot of unique offerings. It is very famous for its excellent beaches where people can relax, sunbathe, or indulge in various sports activities in the azure waters. It is also very famous for its places of worship. It was the family's first visit to a sea beach. They all were very excited when they reached the Baga beach. They excitedly look around and find people swimming, sunbathing, and playing on the sand. Sharath and Anandi too make a beautiful sandcastle and decorate it with seashells. They see fishermen who had been out into the sea to catch fish. They enjoy having the traditional food of Goa. They also visit other beaches like the Arjuna beach, the Candolim beach, the Kalungate beach, and the Sinquerim beach. They are excited to see the tourists water surfing, water skiing, scuba diving, and parasailing. Children, water surfing and water skiing are surface water sports, whereas scuba diving is an underwater sport. Parasailing is done by gliding through the air wearing an open parachute. Manohar and Kalyani enjoy parasailing while Sharath and Kalyani enjoy on water scooters. They visit the Basilica of Bom Jesus, which holds the mortal remains of Saint Francis Xavier, who was the patron saint of Goa. They also visit the Church of Saint Francis of Assisi. On their return, they do shopping where they buy beautiful decorative pieces as souvenirs. They carry with them lots of memories of Goa on their way back home. Goa truly is a tourist paradise. Before we start reading the chapter, let's look into the meanings of a few words which you would come across in the chapter. Horizon, an imaginary line where the sky meets the earth. Tourist, people who travel and visit places. Population, people or citizens of a place. Patiently, calmly. Mortal remains, dead body, ashes. Let's read the chapter. Sharath built a beautiful sandcastle on the beach as his parents watched from a distance. His sister Anandi helped him to decorate it with seashells. The castle had 3 towers and high walls. At the horizon, the setting sun looked like a glowing golden ball. The sun rays turned everything golden, and the waves lashing on the shore touched their feet. Manohar and Kalyani had been planning this trip to Goa for 2 years with their children Sharath and Anandi. This was the family's first holiday on a sea beach. The sun kissed beaches, rows of coconut trees along them, and the vast Arabian Sea make Goa a perfect holiday spot. They could see some children playing on the Baga beach, while some tourists were sunbathing. A few people were swimming in the sea. Anandi suddenly pulled Sharath's t-shirt and said, "Look, those 2 boats are coming towards the shore. They are moving up and down on the waves." Sharath and Kalyani turned towards the boats. Manohar smiled. "Those are fishermen who go out in the boats to catch fish. They cast their nets and catch crabs, prawns, lobsters, and various kinds of fishes. They come back and sell them." Anandi looked excited. "Okay, father, which places will we visit tomorrow?" Manohar said, "We will visit Arjuna, Candolim, and Kalangate beaches tomorrow. We will also visit some churches. We will go to the Basilica of Bom Jesus in Old Goa and the Church of Saint Francis of Assisi. Let us go back to the hotel and take some rest." Later, the family had a quiet dinner at the hotel. They enjoyed the traditional food of Goa: fish curry, rice, and arroz dos. After dinner, they went back to their room. Sharath and Anandi sat next to their parents on the bed before going to sleep. Sharath asked curiously, "Father, tell us more about Goa." Manohar said, "Goa is India's smallest state in terms of area and the fourth smallest in terms of population. It is located on the western coast of India along the Arabian Sea. It is renowned for its beautiful beaches. Tourists from all over India and other countries flock here for an unforgettable experience. Panaji is the capital of Goa. The other important city is Margio. Isn't all this interesting?" The children nodded. "Yes, father." Anandi listened keenly as Kalyani further added, "This place is rich in flora and fauna as it is located on the Western Ghats range. You will be surprised to know that Goa has a literacy rate of 87%. Here, most of the men and women are literate. Konkani is the official language here. Marathi, Hindi, and Portuguese are also spoken by the people. So, you can learn Konkani here, children." Sharath and Anandi looked confused. "But how can we learn it in 2 days?" Kalyani said, "I was not serious. I know it is impossible in 2 days. Now go off to sleep. We have to visit many places tomorrow." Next day, the family hired a cab and visited the Basilica of Bom Jesus in Old Goa. Sharath said to his father, "Why do so many people come here?" Manohar patiently answered, "Well, it holds the mortal remains of Saint Francis Xavier, regarded as the patron saint of Goa. They lit candles and also visited the church of Saint Francis of Assisi. By afternoon, they reached the Kalangate beach. They took a dip in the sea and the children splashed water on each other. Later, they had some fried fish and sana from a shack. They also visited the Candolim beach. They were amazed to see tourists enjoying water sports like water surfing, water skiing, and scuba diving at the Sinquerim beach. Manohar and Kalyani enjoyed parasailing. Sharath and Anandi clapped when their parents were lifted up in the air. When they landed, the children went on water scooters. It was like riding motorbikes on the sea. They were very happy. On their way back to the hotel, they saw groups of youngsters playing football on the beaches and in open grounds. Manohar said, "Football is a popular sport in Goa. The main football stadium is the Nehru Stadium in Margio. Many cricket matches are also played there." "I also like to play football and cricket," chirped Sharath. They also visited Fort Agoda before returning to their hotel. They bought keychains and decoration pieces made of seashells as souvenirs. At night, the bags were packed before they went to bed. Kalyani said, "Good night. Tomorrow we will be back home." Everyone smiled and said, "Yes." Manohar said, "Goans are cheerful and friendly people. We came to know a lot about the people and culture of Goa. We should respect all this. I love this place." Hope you loved knowing more about Goa.